We are back for another edition of the Get Loud podcast presented by SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders. That's Fred Smooth. I'm Michael Jenkins.
Get loud.
Get loud, and let's get into this Victory Monday. Finally.
You know what? I don't know if we need this Victory Monday.
Oh.
I like the victory,
Okay.
but back to work on Monday.
You're ready to get back to work.
Because, listen, I was coached by Marty Schottenheimer, Joe Gibbs. At the end of the day, a one-game winning streak is not a streak. That's one game.
Right.
We need to go get the next one. And considering we playing the Giants, who we find ways to lose against, I need everybody attention. I need you to understand what we did last week was take a step closer to what we're trying to accomplish. I can't give you no days off. No days off.
Let me ask you a quick question
Yeah.
before we get into this. Do you think 2 games in a row is a streak? Some people say no.
No.
3 is a streak.
3 is a streak.
Okay.
Like 3 is a streak. Like just like 2 championships in a row ain't a dynasty. 3 is a dynasty.
That's definitely true.
You did that. So at the end of the day, 3 is the most powerful number in the world. You know, I'm one of those guys. Think about it. Everything comes in 3s. You heard of the 3 wise men. You got the 3 stars on the Orion belt. You got the moon, the sun, the planet. Everything comes in 3s. A triangle is the most powerful shape in the world. It has 3 points.
Yeah, you're right.
Everything comes in 3s. So 3 is the ultimate number.
Okay, well, let's start with part number 1
Yeah.
of this podcast,
Yeah.
beginning with the defense in this 24-16 victory. Defense has struggled
Yeah.
for 3 straight games,
Yeah.
but here we are now, and really all 3 phases. I'm talking about defensive line play,
Linebacker,
linebackers,
yeah.
even the secondary, 3
Yeah.
interception to Desmond Ridder, so there's a lot
Yeah.
to like about this performance.
Well, first of all, they understood we got to stop the run and force them to pass. We got to put the game into Desmond Ridder's hand, and that's another thing I love about this week. All the little things that were hanging over the NFL got broken.
Yes.
And one of the streaks that we had going on was Desmond Ridder has not lost a home game since he was in high school until yesterday. So at the end of the day, these things came to an end, so they understood, all right, let's stop Bijan. Let's stop Aljura. Let's stop them from running the ball and force this guy to beat us with Kyle Pitts and Drake London, which
Those guys
there's
can
some
play.
talented over there. But they came out, the D-line made plays, didn't have a lot of sacks, but they was disrupted in the run game. The linebacker, the second level, finally played going downhill. And I want everybody to stop for a minute. Walk-off interception by Jamin Davis.
Yep.
All them the plays you need. St. Juice, congratulations on your first interception. I know y'all ain't going to believe this.
Say that. I could not believe this.
His first interception, period.
Ever.
Ever. And I think about this one. Last year he had 3 callbacks. The one he had against the Dallas that he ran back for a pick 6.
Yep.
He had another one he got against the Vikings. Called back. 3 callback last year. He intercepted the ball with Drake London.
Yep.
And the referees gave it to Drake London. So this is like 5 interceptions. He's supposed to be like 6 deep right now.
Yep.
But to get his first one right there in the end zone, hell of a play by him. I thought the back end just played together.
Yeah.
And that's what they needed to do. I think this defense is going to work their way into shape because I think with Coach Del Rio, it was some I gotta experiment a little bit to see what I can do and what I can't do. And I think now he's seeing what he can and can't do.
And I'm not taking anything away from DB.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Let me ask you a quick question. Is Desmond Ridder an NFL quarterback?
Yes, he is.
Is he?
He's most definitely an NFL
There are people on both
quarterback.
sides of that.
Well, think about it. We are very similar teams. You look at what's going on with our quarterback. They doubted Sam Howell. Is he an NFL quarterback? We don't know if you're an NFL quarterback till you actually play in the NFL.
Yeah.
I think it's 8 billion people on this earth. We ain't found 32 good quarterbacks in the same year ever. It's a hard job to play. It's a hard job to keep. I think he's an NFL quarterback. He got to get reps under his belt. He got to get situations like he had with us. He got to have those 3-pick games. He ain't the only one that had a 3-pick game. Jalen Hurts had a 3-pick game. At the end of the day, it happens. Every time you think you're right here in this NFL, she humbles you and brings you back down to earth, make you work that much harder.
Your guy Emmanuel Forbes did not play in this game.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm not bagging on the guy, but what can you learn from taking a break when you're a rookie and watching other guys and sitting there being humbled a little bit and saying, all right, here's what I can do better?
Well, you learn from osmosis. That's watching others grow or decrease.
Okay.
You learn from over there, from problem solving. Oh, Fuller did this. Oh, St. Juice did that. Oh, they didn't back up as much as I used to. They taking on that sweep like that. To see it in real time, knowing that I should be out there, that's what's growing inside of him. Something like, I was one of them people, I learned truly from playing. I didn't learn from watching. My film watching was me watching. But what he learning now is Everybody in the NFL gonna go through their ups and downs. But what make you great is more ups than downs. And you have to have a consistent line of play. All right. And I think that's what he's learning. He got to learn the veteran tricks in the bag. He has to learn how to protect himself on certain routes. And he can learn it from the sideline. He learning it not from just sitting on the sideline. He's learning it because he's being humbled by the NFL. And John Allen will tell you, he had times where he been humbled. Pain, like all of us had to go through it.
Every one of you.
It's the process, all right? And that's what people need to understand. Stop trying to rush your rookies to be great. They're young. They're babies.
All right, we talked about the secondary. How about the linebackers, and including Khaleke Hudson?
I've been waiting on Khaleke. Khaleke, the freak Hudson. All he does
Huge stop.
He's one of them players just like Danny Johnson. Coach, put me in the game. Because you're going to have these guys that when they do get chances to play, all they do is make plays. Danny Johnson, one of those guys. Khaleke Hudson, one of those guys.
The gamers.
Hey, Casey 2 Chainz. Not 1 sack, but 2 sacks.
I was going to mention him.
At the end of the day, these guys say, let me play. Cornelius Lucas, every time he gets a chance to play, he gets in and he plays at a high level. You only as good as the depth that you have on your team. And linebackers, Cody Barton, I enjoyed watching him go downhill yesterday. You know what I'm saying? People need to understand. He just got here. Give him a chance to get used to playing behind this D-line and in this defense. So, when I see guys like that making plays, it tells me, 1, we got depth. 2, they inching to get in the game. Yeah. So the starters have to be on alert that these guys are lurking. Yeah. And I love that.
What is it about some of these guys that they just – and it's not all players are like this, but there's something about when it is game time, not practice, not going through drills in 2 days, and the lights come on and they're just better.
I've been saying, some of us enjoy the lights. I'm very much like that. I love to practice, though. That was my thing. I always had in my mind, you practice how you play. If I practice at a high tempo, when I get in the game, the tempo is still the same. And some people just enjoy, after that national anthem, for 3-4 hours, you are mine.
Right.
You are mine. You're finna watch the Fred Smoot show, and that's what it's about. Maybe it's the guy across from you that y'all got some kind of beef that started from college. Like, I love it when players are emotionally attached to the game. If it got something other to do with, like, what else are we playing for?
Yeah.
We know we playing for a check. We know we playing for a win. What else? I think what Charles Leno and his family was going through, they went out there and played for them. Like, we need reasons. We watched Chicago go play for Dick Buckus. Now, one of them ever been a teammate of Dick Buckus. But they respect the game.
No question.
So I think yesterday was a tribute to the Leno family, which our prayers go out to. And I think they wanted to play for him.
You know what I love, too, is guys that aren't just good at the game but have a passion for the game. I'm sure you've been around players like that, too.
Yeah.
They might be great at football, but it doesn't necessarily mean they love the game of football.
Well, that means you're talented. So God will give you some gifts.
Yeah.
That don't make you love what you do. A lot of people are gifted at, like, put it like this. If you're 6'6", 290 pounds, you was born to play the game. That don't make you want to be the best. Some people just want to be good. Some people want to be the best. Some people hate losing. Like, the one thing about it is all athletes have to ask themselves, do I love winning more than I hate losing, or vice versa? I hate losing. I feel if you hate losing, winning is the other only alternative. Unless you tie, which, no, I don't believe in ties either. But it's just the only alternative that you can go by. So at the end of the day, I just thought it was the end of the day. I love players because I could always point them out.
Yeah.
Who emotionally, who does it hurt to lose? Like, when I look in John Allen's eyes out the game, I could tell he's crying inside.
Yeah.
I could tell who really, like,
I didn't bust my ass all week for this.
For this. To come out here and be disrespected like this. But that's what you got to understand about this league. The other team get paid too.
Yeah. So when you hear we all need to play together, all the linebackers, the cornerbacks, the defensive line, everybody needs to be on the same page. What exactly does that mean? I think we all know it means play like a team, got to all be on the same page, but what are some details as far as everybody knowing, hey, we know what's going on?
We got to play attached. We got to play attached to the hip, meaning we have to play off each other. Wherever you fall short, I have to fill in. All right, the rush and the passing group go together. All right, if I can hold them for a split second longer, that's the difference between Montez Sweat having 5 sacks and 10 sacks. All right, them getting to the quarterback, making him uncomfortable is the difference between me getting burnt and having 4-5 picks. We can't coexist without each other.
Yeah.
I need my linebackers to be able to adjust to fill in those gaps in the offensive line, knowing where they trying to attack us at. Mm-hmm. I need them also to drop in their zone and be where they supposed to be so I can play my zone the right way. We cannot win independent. It's the ultimate team game for a reason. If we're not together, you will know it. If we go out there as independent contractors, an independent matchup, trying to win the matchup instead of winning the game, you will know it. If we don't communicate, you will see busted plays. You will see a lot of them. All right, so at the end of the day, you have to be one unit, and I think that's what was making us the slow start. Everybody was out there as independent contractors. Mm-hmm. Now they making plays independently.
Yes.
But to stop running quarterbacks, you have to rush as a organic one entity. All right? You have to – second level has to be one entity, and we have to come together like a church choir. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Like if for it to be a symphony,
hey,
the baritones got to be everything has to be on the same accord. The song don't work.
Oh, I'm so glad you said accord. You know why? Because we're going to talk about the offense, but first we got to talk about Honda.
Yeah.
Because you have to feel the power.
I feel it.
Of the CR-V hybrid and Accord hybrid.
Yeah.
Honda's most electrifying vehicles yet. Find adventure in one of Honda's rugged SUVs and trucks like the Pilot Trail Sport, Honda's most rugged SUV ever. That's saying something. Experience the thrilling performance of the fun-to-drive Honda Civic with an available, if you want it, turbocharged engine.
I want it.
Get power, performance, ruggedness with Honda. Find the Honda perfect for you. See your local Honda dealer today. And Recycle Track Systems, transforming the way commercial businesses and communities manage waste and recycling. They combine the power of AI with premium customer service to optimize waste pickup schedules, promising timely and efficient collections to keep our neighborhoods cleaner and greener. Visit rts.com to learn more about how they can help manage business waste more responsibly.
I like that. Just a professional in the things you do.
Oh,
just a professional.
I'm just a man. I'm just here to let you roll and talk about this team and this, not a winning streak, this important victory over the Falcons to get on the right side.
We're breaking streaks. That's what we do. And by the way, I forgot to bring up this Sam Howell. If you want to know how he's playing as your new quarterback.
Let's talk about the offense. Let's do it.
Through 6 games of this year, he is the all-time leading quarterback through 6 games ever to start a career at Washington. That's better than Sammy Baugh. That's better than Doug Williams. That's better than Joe
big names on that list.
That's better than all of these guys. So if you want to know how your rookie is playing, and he's not a rookie, second-year player. You
might as well be a rookie, though.
Yeah, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
He's playing very well. He's outdoing the bar that was set for him.
So I want to go into this offense, but I wanted to ask you this because it's interesting, too, how the quarterback position in particular, we get very impatient with quarterbacks in this
we
thing.
do.
And I mean,
and that's our problem. We getting so bad. Like when you're not used to something, you don't know how to treat it.
Right.
And quarterbacks is one of those things we haven't been used to it. We used to getting other people old shoes and retreads. We're not used to organically growing one. Mm-hmm. And when you organically grow one, you have to troubleshoot with that quarterback. You have to be patient with that quarterback. And what I'm seeing now is they love him one week, they hate him one week. Well, you knew before the year he was going to have some bad games.
Yeah.
But we didn't know he was going to have as many good games as he's had and look so poised as he has. He's playing older than he is.
Yeah.
Right now, he is. Right now, he's right in the middle pack of the NFL in quarterbacking and in the top 10 in passing. So at the end of the day, I think this guy could be our franchise future quarterback.
Well, one thing I liked is, look, the numbers didn't jump off the page, but protected the football.
Yeah.
Spread it around to different weapons on the offense.
Big first half.
Big first half. Got Terry off to a good start, but also used those weapons around him, whether it was Antonio getting out in the flat to B-Rob.
So B-Rob is a monster. Like, listen to me. He is a DB's worst nightmare. When
he gets going, Fred,
it's hard to stop a train. They say stay off the tracks when a train is coming. Well, B-Rob is that train. I was looking at the thing yesterday while I was watching the game, and I was like, they got a B-Rob? We got a B-Rob. They got a second-year quarterback? We got a second-year quarterback. They got a Drake London? We got a Terry McLaurin. Like, the teams line up with each other. They got a second back? We got a second back. Mm-hmm. Like, it's teams that kind of pattern each other, and the two teams that people really don't like playing.
Yeah.
Because the Falcons play good defense, good offense, can run the ball, can stymie you.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, the respect level is there for the Atlanta Falcons, and everybody want to say we haven't knocked off the big teams yet.
Yeah.
You can only play who's on your schedule, Jinx.
No, that's absolutely right. So if you are this team and you saw a little more balance in the play calling, is that something you want to see more of, or is that sort of it's also opponent-centric, right?
I would say game by game.
Yeah.
Think about this. We can come in here with a game plan. We're going to run the ball down their throat. They D-line stinks. Their linebackers don't like to fill gaps until you're down 20 points. But people got to understand, like, the game creates your game plan. Like, as the game gets going, we are at the mercy of the game. Throw everything out, 5 wides, let's go win this game. Like, so I always tell people, like Mike Tyson used to tell all the people, everybody got a plan till they get punched in the eye.
Absolutely.
Everybody got a plan. So to be able to adjust is the key. And that's what we're seeing. We've seen the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator go in at halftime and adjust. And that's what the best teams do.
Remember when they asked Mike Tyson one time, like after his career was over, what he would do? He said he would fade into Bolivia.
Yeah. Oh, listen. I love Mike Tyson. I love him to death, and I've chilled with Mike Tyson.
Have you?
Oh, yes. Wild conversations.
Oh, I bet.
Listen. And just voice so light. Jesus knew what he was doing. So light, just, Fred, what's going on in there? I'm like, listen, this is Mike Tyson. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Because, when a guy's so intimidating, you want the voice.
Yeah.
James Earl Jones. I'm talking to Darth Vader or something. No, very light voice, and
and he'll kill you.
He's an idiot. I love him. Like, he's an idiot. I love him.
One final thing before we go into, we're going to talk about celebrations
and
pranks.
Yeah, we all about celebration and pranks.
Sam Howell, he does take a lot of hits.
He's going
and I know he's going to. Is there any way? And a couple times he stepped into the hit, maybe just not seeing the pressure coming at him.
Yeah.
What is a good way to mitigate them? Just as a fan, I worry about him taking on that
his
physical
safety.
toll.
Yeah, everybody worried on his safety. The thing about it is, all young players got something they don't do well. Like for all the things he do great, see the field, laser of an arm, can throw the deep ball. Then it's that butt.
Right.
But his pocket presence ain't there. He can't manipulate the pocket right now like a Tom Brady. Like Tom, never fast, never quick.
Didn't matter.
He could just go up in the pocket, side in the pocket, 2 steps to the right in the pocket, manipulate the DBs. That's his next level of maturation. That's when we're going to get prime Sam Howell, when he gets to this level. Right now, he getting his eye black. He taking them bruises, and these teach him, no, can't do it like that.
Right.
No, can't do it like that. He's troubleshooting right now. We're just watching him doing it. We're organically watching him grow. And sometimes some of the leaves going to fall off a little too early. Some of them going to blossom. His pocket presence is what he'll work on off season, all off season.
That's a good fall reference.
We in the fall, man. We in the fall. I love when the leaves turn brown. I love when they turn orange.
I love this time of year. Let's pay some bills, and we got to talk about celebrations because we saw a couple yesterday, and we're going to talk about all-time celebrations and pranks, and you got the ads right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, most definitely.
Fred Smoot.
Thank you, brother. The Get Loud podcast is brought to you by Bet365, official sports betting partner of the Washington Commanders. Bet on a range of NFL markets with Bet365 app. Create your own personalized bet slip with parlays. Access thousands of games with live streaming. Place your bet before the match or during the game. It's up to you. Download the Bet365 app today. Join 80 million members worldwide. Age 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Virginia. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Listen to me. You got to do that. MWAA. We don't travel to escape life. We are traveled so life doesn't escape us. We dream of places anywhere around the world. In the blink of an eye, we're there. That's the wonder of flight. All you have to do is decide where to. Dulles International Airport. Let your imagination soar. Book your adventure today at flydulles.com/nonstop.
Oh, beautiful.
It's poetry in motion.
When I watch back this podcast, I start with you reading the ads.
Well, the thing about it is I went to the Higher Learning Institute of Mississippi State.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Ivy League of the SEC. We don't need Vanderbilt. We're about to kick them out the league.
Yesterday, we saw Tyreek Hill after he scored.
Yes.
Grab a guy's cell phone, do a backflip, and then give the cell phone back, which was pretty incredible. He got flagged for that.
Hey, this dude is he's scary, athletic.
Oh, my
and
God.
wide receivers, they just got a neck. I think wide receivers sit at home and just watch TV looking for celebrations. I just think they do. I just think that's their thing. It always have been their thing. But when you talk about celebrations, man, you're going back to
Let's talk about some good ones.
Well, I think everything starts with prime time.
Okay.
Everything starts with Deion. All right? No other player started high stepping at the 50, only to end it with the Deion.
Yeah.
Like your dance's name, the Deion. Like, so at the end of the day, you are the king of celebrations.
Yeah.
If you ask me. But my generation, I played with the TOs. He pulling cell phones, he popcorn, pom-poms, all kinds of stuff. Then you got a Chad Johnson. Oh, my God. Does he playing his stuff? Everything.
Is his last name still Ocho Cinco now?
He's still Ocho Cinco, a.k.a. Chad Johnson.
Okay.
All right.
Because he had changed it officially, I think, at one point.
He did, but then he officially changed it back.
Okay.
Because he didn't want his son to be named James
Ocho
Ocho
Cinco.
Cinco. You know what I'm saying? James 85. Is James 85 in here? I imagine the substitute teacher, Mr. Garvey, coming in there. You know, Balake. All right? So the celebrations, man, I think they've got better now that they let them do it as groups.
Yeah.
Like when I started out playing, it was so individual.
Yeah.
The Joe Horn, go find the cell phone, props got involved in it. But now it's more group celebrations.
Yes.
So I kind of like the group more than the individual.
Okay.
So give me some of your favorites.
I did want to throw this out, and I forget the guy's name. He passed away recently, but it was the first guy to ever spike a football. And the reason why he spiked the football.
I think I seen that story.
Yeah, and it was because they had a habit of just you'd run the end zone, you'd throw the ball in the stands, and the NFL was like, hey,
no, can't throw it in the
we'll
stands.
fine you. That's an expensive football.
Yeah.
Especially back in the day. So he was thinking about it and just like decided, all right, I'll just spike it instead. And that was the first spike was actually kind of by accident because he didn't want to get fined.
Well, that's how it usually happened by accident. We was doing a little investigating earlier in the Gatorade shower.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
Just throw a coach out there you think was the first coach to take a Gatorade shower.
You know who always sticks out to me is Bill Parcells.
Oh, you was looking at the
No, is that true? Is that true?
That's true.
Is it true?
It's true.
Yeah, I knew it. I think about it. It was very iconic back when the Giants were winning the Super Bowl.
He did.
Wasn't it Harry Carson?
No, it wasn't Harry Carson.
Okay.
I forgot the player that walked around there and douched him with it. But after that started the Gatorade bath.
Okay.
That leads to stuff like Duke's mayonnaise being poured on
Oh,
folks.
my God.
And
You a mayonnaise person?
I love mayonnaise.
I love mayonnaise.
Hey, listen.
I love mayonnaise.
Now, see, here go the big thing. Mayonnaise are Miracle Whip. Hey, listen. My kids love Miracle Whip.
Oh.
It's sweeter.
I like Hellman's.
And when I bake cakes, I use Miracle Whip instead
Okay.
of mayonnaise.
Oh, do you? Okay.
It makes it.
Okay.
So, but I'm more of a mayonnaise guy. You know, it's nothing like eating a sandwich, biting into it, then looking in the mirror and seeing that mayonnaise right there. Jinx. That's when you know you're enjoying a sandwich.
Yeah, you're like,
Listen, that's when you know you human right there.
Yeah.
When you bite into that sandwich, that mayonnaise just sits there. And what I love about mayonnaise, it don't drip.
No.
It can be there for like 30 minutes and nobody even tell you that you got mayonnaise on your face. Like, so I'm all in on that. But the celebrations, I've loved the Cowboys, they love
The Salvation Army.
They love their Salvation Army. But I do like when the Eagles, Devontae Smith, scored a touchdown and they faked like they was robbing. I enjoyed that one. So I enjoyed the four tops from the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
So it's some I do. And I like the fact that they go in the lineman and they practice this. Y'all don't understand. They practice this stuff before and after practice. I eat it in the locker room.
One celebration that always stands out to me, taking back a little bit, Joe Horn. For the Saints, now I know it's an individual, but he hid the cell phone, went and got the cell phone
And
after he scored.
Coaston redid it.
Yeah.
Now, I got to ask that. If Joe did that today, would he have a T-Mobile commercial like the next 2 days?
It was something, Oh, actually, that'd be a good way to get a sponsorship.
I know, it is. Like right now, think about it. Shador, hold that watch up. Now, he got a Rolex deal. Like, so at the end of the day, your ex get you stuff right now. Your last name. This guy, the coldest to ever do it. That's his name, Dakotas. His first name is Dakotas.
Oh,
he signed with Nebraska and got an air conditioner deal because his name is Dakotas. That's right. To ever do so it's correlating in different ways now that it didn't. So now your celebrations could benefit you in the future. Like me myself, I would just look at all the biggest companies. I'd be biting into an apple and all kinds of stuff. Whatever I can do to get whatever thing you need me to do to run a McDonald's dance, I'm all with it. Because I understand now, and now it just makes me wonder with these athletes, it's a whole nother layer of thinking that we didn't have to do.
That's true.
We couldn't weaponize, Deion weaponized his celebration. Mm-hmm. After that, we all start to weaponize our celebrations, but now you get paid for them. Like, my God. And the one I want to see us do, which I haven't seen done, I think I need to tell the team this.
Okay.
Next time Terry or somebody score a touchdown, I want them to start a Soul Train line. I want them to come down that thing and tear it up. Take turns. Come down and tear it up. This is one of my dreams, Drink, to come down the Soul Train line.
You can still do it.
Well, I think I got to throw my own, Soul Train theme Halloween party.
That's a good idea. Get everybody dressed up that way?
Yeah, and I can put the fro on, and I can tear that thing up. Jinx, listen, I want to come down there. I want my hip to be hurting by the time I get back in line, because that's what you got to do after you tear it up. I just got to find the right partner to come down that line, because it take two to get down now.
I got one celebration I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
That benefited you.
Yeah.
Elijah Moore.
Yeah.
Ole Miss, Mississippi State. Do you remember this?
When he scored a touchdown.
Yep.
And he acted like a dog.
And he peed in the end zone.
He peed on the MSU. What's the name?
Oh, that's right.
He acted like he did. And it cost them the game.
It sure did.
Oh, I loved it. It cost them the game so bad, and that brought me to another one. I played in the NFC North for a couple years. I hate Green Bay. Randy burns them and moons them. Hey, listen, I enjoyed that one because Randy is an idiot. Plus, I intercepted the ball from Brett. Randy back 60. And I Lambeau leaped in a Minnesota Vikings uniform. They pulled Milwaukee's best all over me, mushed me out there.
Did they?
Yes. So some stuff is mocking people. I was mocking them because we was beating them, and I just put the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
But, some of them kind of personal because I think the moon from Randy was like,
that was personal.
I hate y'all guts.
Fake. The best part about it, we were watching the highlight was, and a disgusting display in the end zone.
No, because he did the flame bird. Oh, listen, I enjoyed that one.
Well, along the same lines are pranks. Similar, because you're having a good time, whatever. People enjoy them.
And the locker room is full of pranks.
I did not realize this because I walked in today as you were talking about this, and they tried to prank you here like a week ago?
Yeah, they did.
All right, tell me about it.
The people in the office, they love to get me. I'm a giggler. So this is what they did. They said, you know what? We're going to bring you some fish tacos.
Okay.
Only to find out they was goldfish tacos. And don't think we talking about real goldfish from the fair. We're talking about the goldfish in the packet. So they made this burrito with rice in it, and they put the little goldfish crackers in them. Hence, they trying to trick the Joker, right? But this is what happens.
Okay.
As they give them to me, I noticed a couple of people filming. That's when I thumbs up. So I nibble on the corner of it. Just rice and what's the name? Then I say it's great. It's terrific. See, they thought I was going to be spitting it out, lose it. I knew it was nothing in there. Didn't even smell like fish. Right? I said, that's fine. It's on. Because you're messing with the jokester. And people know what I do. I had this thing I do. Sean Springs, that's one of my dudes. But 364 days makes him an idiot because every year I do the same thing to him. I literally buy him a gift card. I bought him Gucci gift card, Louis Vuitton, Apple, Hermes, whatever the highest thing is. And you ought to see when I go in these places and buy these cards because I put no money on them. I would literally put $2 on them. And imagine me in Louis Vuitton, they yeah, you want a gift card? I'm like, yeah. How much money do you want on it? 8 quarters. I want $2. They were no, the card itself is $10. I well, give me the card with $2 on it. And I do this every year to Sean Springs and a couple of more of my friends and family. And every year I get a call 3 weeks later while they in the store. Hey, I'm in the store trying to buy this new bag, man. They say ain't no money on the card. Yeah, it wasn't no money on the card last year. Hang up on it. At the end of so then last year I got the people in the office.
Oh my God!
I bought them all gift cards.
Oh, smooth.
To like some of the best stuff in the world, with not a dime on it. Like I wish I could be there with a camera to watch them purchase this stuff. See, I know Sean. I do it with him because he arrogant, so he ain't gonna be.
How does Sean? Because I've known Sean for a long time too. Like, how does he not know after all this time?
364 days to do it for you. All I'm saying is, I know he's so arrogant that when he in the line with this $1,000 purchase he wants, he ain't getting out of line to put it back.
He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it.
He's gonna buy it. All right, and that's the best thing about it. See, when you push him to this level, and plus I'm one of the ones I put the notion it's the gift that counts to the test. Cause I thought about you. The gift is worth nothing.
Well, it's $2.
Yeah, like the gift is worth nothing, but I thought about you. I thought about you to give you something. You know, men, we don't get enough for Christmas. So they be happy when they open up their gift and they be like, ooh, you ain't have to do this. You're right. I did. I did not have to do it because I didn't do it. All right, so I'm one of those guys. I'm a thinker when it comes to if I'm gonna prank you.
And see, knowing you, I feel like now what you're going to do is, because they tried to prank you here, even though you didn't really fall for it, you're going to let it all die down.
I am.
Everybody's going to forget about it, and then you're going to strike.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. In many different ways, too. They all won't get the same treatment. All right, that's the thing about it with me. I'm methodical. All right? I'm methodical in the way I do things.
That's the way a great criminal mind works, by the way.
And then I learn personalities. I learn what you like. All right? I learn what you need. All right? And that's how I end up getting you back. What about you? You got any?
No, but I'll tell you one thing. The worst prank, I don't know. I want to see how you feel about this as a prankster.
Yeah.
A good buddy of mine, and he's kind of a cocky dude, but nice guy. And his family for Christmas got him one of those fake lotto tickets.
Oh, my God. He thought
he won $1 million. And I was like, wow, man.
Jinx.
Prank is like to a point.
Jinx, thank you so much for that one. Lord, I can't wait to do it.
Oh,
I can't wait.
He didn't talk to them. He was jumping on tables. He was pointing at people, and they let him ride it out for like 2 or 3 hours, and then told him. And he didn't speak to his family for like a couple months.
Listen, I know he thought he was a billionaire.
He thought he was in the money, and this is not a guy who has money.
Yeah.
I mean, they were fine, just middle class family, but he thought, I got $1 million ticket here.
Listen, that's so great. I'm gonna do it.
Oh my God.
Listen to me. And my mama used to get me all the time on April Fool's Day. Like, I remember I was like 17. I had been begging her for a car.
Oh no.
Begging her for a car. And my mama she pre-thinks things. She said,
Your mom did this?
She wakes me up, when somebody just come in. Get up.
Oh, yeah.
So she wakes me up. I'm like, hey, wake up. She's like, come on. I'm like, where we going? She's like, I got you a present for your birthday. I'm like, you got me a car? She like, yeah, come on outside. It's waiting for you. I get up. I ain't even got like tighty whities on. Yeah. I run outside. I like, where it at? She like, I ain't got you nothing. She like, you gonna have to ride the bus school today. I like, you are so cutthroat.
She went from that to you got to ride the bus today.
You got to ride the bus. I like, you gonna drop me off? No. I got to work. I just want to make sure I got you before I went to work. Like, so that's what I was dealing with when I grew up.
That's in your DNA.
It's in my DNA. And then it started to happen to me. After my mom, when I got here, of course, rookies, they tricked us. Bruce Smith, one days, he never let up off me. That's why we so close.
I was going to say, you guys are tight.
Yeah. And he stole my car out the parking lot during lunch.
Oh, my God, okay.
And they parked it on the highway. After filling it up with the shells, like styrofoam shells.
Oh, yeah, like the peanuts.
Boxes.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting after work. You got to realize we get off at 5 o'clock. I'm here at 7 p.m. just talking to Miss BJ like my car stole. I'm calling the local police. They like, well, we'll look APB out for it. Then Bruce give me a call like 7:30. Yeah. Man, your car on the highway right there on 28. I go to it. He leave my keys in there. And I open the door and the shells just fall out everywhere on the highway. I can't get them all out. So I just try to clear out the front seat enough to push the gas. Now I'm driving home with a car full of styrofoam, and I get pulled over. Because don't forget, I reported the car stolen.
Oh, that's right.
I get pulled over. They like, yeah, this car stolen. Fred Smoot reported stole. I was like, well, I am Fred Smoot. Like, my team pranked me. All right, I got my car. He was like, okay, but why is all these style from? Well, why is all this stuff in this car?
Yeah.
What are you doing? I like, officer, if I told you, you would not believe me. Just trust me. This was not my plan. So I have had it done to me. So then I started to be a rebel.
We're going to pay the bills, then we're going to talk about the upcoming game against the G-Men. We start with Honda. You know it. Feel the power of the CR-V Hybrid and Accord Hybrid, Honda's most electrifying vehicles yet. Find adventure in one of Honda's rugged SUVs and trucks like the Pilot Trail Sport, Honda's most rugged SUV ever. Or you can experience the thrilling performance of the fun-to-drive.
I will.
I know you, a Honda Civic with an available turbocharged engine. Get power, performance, and ruggedness with Honda. Find the Honda that is perfect for you. See your local Honda dealer today. And finally, it's breaking news.
I like that. That's kind of alien.
That's old school.
I thought it was like World of Worlds right there.
Yeah, that's old school.
Yeah.
SeatGeek is now the official ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders. That's right. It is finalized. You know SeatGeek, the newest member of the Commanders family. If you haven't heard the name yet, you'll be hearing it a lot this season.
Yeah.
Whether you're buying tickets, selling tickets to Commanders games, or any other live event in the DMV, SeatGeek is the place to do it. The official ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders, so Commanders fans can fan.
And I got to get Commander fans they props. We took over the Atlanta Falcons stadium.
That was a great crowd.
Hey, we took over that. I like it. I want more of it. Sold out for the Eagles. I want more of it. All right, we're back. New era, new chance, new time. Yeah.
That was a free ad right there.
Well, thank you. New. Brought to you by Fred Smoot.
So, how do we build on this win? Great win against the Falcons. Love what we saw, but we don't want to be one and done here. We want to start to put wins together.
First of all, we forget about it.
Yep.
We forget about it.
You want to be working out today.
Man, listen, I want to – it's a focus when you want to make a run. Like, I told you about that. What extra reason are they playing?
Yeah.
After Sean's death, that was the first time I had ever seen players just shed all the other stuff. It was football, and the purpose was for him. We went on a 6-7 game winning streak with flawless domination. I then understood what a tunnel vision team can do. Once you become tunnel vision, the wins didn't matter to us. We want to destroy everybody.
Yeah.
And we set out to destroy everybody. So if I can get this team in that mind frame of playing outside yourself, playing for something different, playing for more than just respect, playing to be the best, I think we can do it. And the Giants is the hurdle we got to get. It's a mental hurdle right now with the Giants. And they've been doing this to us since the 70s, 80s. The Giants have always been that thorn. Well, to heal properly, you got to pull that thorn out.
Yep.
And I think this is the start of pulling that thorn out. And I hate Daniel Jones. First of all, I hate quarterbacks with regular names. None regular than Daniel Jones. All right, but
Are we still calling him Danny Dimes, by the way?
No, we're not.
No.
All right, Danny Pennies. All right, now we're going to call this. He loves playing against us.
He rises up, I will say.
Saquon, and Thibodeau.
Yep.
They love it. We got to go in and zero in on those three people and dominate them.
How difficult is it making that transition to a divisional game, especially this division, which has historically always, even in a bad year, is always competitive?
It's harder to fight a stranger than your brother. Your brother knows you. He put you in a headlock 55 times. He know you will tap out if he just grab your left ear. He knows your weaknesses. That's what a divisional game is.
Yeah.
Divisional game is looking in the mirror and you are your own worst enemy. They know they don't like this. They don't like this. We're going to keep them in this situation. I think it's good because it don't matter what your record is. You know your interdivisional foes are dangerous to you. All right, so it doesn't matter. Throw all it out the window. Giants playing bad. Don't matter. They'll play great against us.
Yep.
All right? Don't matter. Philadelphia coming off a loss. That ain't when you want to see them. All right? At the end of the day, Cowboys up and down. Not against us. All right, so at the end of the day, it's that thing where we got to go in here and we got to physically beat them. Coaches can't help us. Coaches can't help us. Not in the division game. They coaches know what we do. We know what they do. Coaches can't help us. This is a tag team fight And it's all about who lead this cage match last. That's what it's about.
How difficult is that environment in New York City? Going to be different than Atlanta.
Yeah, I've been saying it's one of those things where they walk with such an arrogance. It's New York over everybody.
Yeah.
Think of the name, New York Giants. Why do you think they call themselves there? It's actually because of the giant buildings, not because they are the Giants of football, but they really think they are the end-all, be-all, the mecca of football. And I had to play against Strahan and OC, and I used to just yap to them boys. But I watch them dominate. And that's one thing about the Giants. They're a great organization. They're going to find out a way with Dayball to pick up the pieces. I just hope it ain't this week.
And finally, what's the one thing? Could be offense, could be defense. If you want to see one thing this week that you think would be your primary key to victory, getting this dub, what would it be?
I would say it's easy for me to point to the defense.
Yeah.
I would say protect Sam Howell.
Yeah.
I want to see the offensive line dominate Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, and that's easier said than done.
Yep.
I want to see them dominate that front. Like, I don't care if Sam throws for 300. I want to dominate the front, and I think if you could do that, then you can weaponize the offense by keeping Daniel Jones and Saquon on the sideline. So I want to see Cornelius Lucas if he's playing, Charles Leno, Sam Cosmi, Sadiq Charles. I want to see why. I want to see these guys have that game.
Yeah.
Like every year we're going to have that game. Like I knew this game was coming for the defense. I just didn't know it was going to be this week. I want to see the offensive line have that game that week. I want the Fat Brothers to win this game.
Looking for 2 straight in the Meadowlands on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's me thinking there's pranks in the meantime. I know that.
Definitely. I'm going to prank a lot of people. A lot of lottery winners. Get loud about that.